are tuning to Nightline with me, Nur Aniza binti Ibrahim. The headline: definition of ijarah and conventional lease, type of ijarah and conventional lease, and difference of ijarah and conventional lease. Definition of ijarah. Ijarah contract is an agreement between two parties which involve the lessor and the lessee, where the lease enjoy of the obtain a specific of benefit, a certain consideration of a rental of asset owned by the lessor. Definition of conventional lease. Conventional lease contract is a contract between lessor and lessee for the hire of specific asset. Ijarah have two types. First is operating lease. Second is financial lease. Operating lease is lease contract conducted by firm and not tied up to sale. Besides that, it is used for leasing aircraft, ship, heavy duty, and agriculture equipment. For example, it can see an airline business. Due to high cost of buying the aircraft, company tend to lease aircraft, ship instead to buy them. However, ownership liability and major maintenance of the asset responsibility of the lessor. Number 2 is a financial lease. Financial lease is the lease conduct by Islamic bank and tied up to sale of the asset of giving the asset as a gift. The situation is Islamic bank purchase the properties, car, machinery and equipment, and later lease to the customer who want to lease the asset. Next is a type of conventional lease. Conventional lease also have two types: operating lease and financial lease. Operating lease is a pure rental agreement with three distinct features, which are the cost of the asset is not fully amortized over the lease period. Next is the lessor provide maintenance of the asset. And lastly, asset is usually returned to the lessor. Next is a financial lease. Financial lease is also known as a capital lease, long-term lease, net lease, and closed lease. Under this lease, the rate of lease will be fixed based on the kind of lease, periodicity of lease, payment, and period of lease. And now we talk about difference of ijarah and conventional lease. Product of ijarah. One of product of ijarah is ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik. Ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik is a lease whereby the bank will buy the asset and lease out equipment required by customer for an agreement rental and fee, and end of the contract the asset will owned by the lease. For conventional finance lease is a leasing company buying the asset for the user and rent to them for agreed period. First difference of ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik is lease asset. Ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik involve the usufruct of an asset and the asset is permissible under Sharia. For conventional lease, involve asset itself and can be any asset. Second difference is substance over the concept. For ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik, not applicable, and for conventional financial lease, applicable. Next is maintenance cost. Maintenance cost for ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik are incurred by lessor, and for conventional financial lease are incurred by lessee. Next point is depreciation of lease asset. For ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik, the depreciation of ijarah asset is recorded by lessor. For conventional lease, the depreciation of lease are recorded by lessee. next difference for ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik and conventional lease are financing rate. For ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik, market rental rate will influence ijarah rate. For conventional, rental rate are not related of cost of financing. Next is recognition of lease asset. For ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik, the asset of ijarah will reported in the lessor by book. And for conventional lease, the asset of lease will reported as a fixed asset in the lease book. The last difference of the ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik and conventional lease is lease revenue. For ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik, revenue that get from ijarah cannot be divisible. It's also no interest income involved. For conventional lease, the lease revenue is interest income in accrued and accounted for separately. So, in conclusion, customer should be more prefer to use ijarah because it is not involve any interest in the lease, and because the interest is prohibited by Islam. That's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and see you again. First difference between ijarah mutahiyah bitamlik and conventional financial gagal is financial lease. For operating lease is apa?
Betul, nampak bayang belakang.
Stop. Cuba. Lagi cakap. Type of ijarah. Ijarah have a two type. For first is operating lease. Kena pakai torchlight yang aku ada tak boleh. Ambil dah. Kunci.
Dia macam tak effect pun lagu nak ni. Dia macam sama je.
Weh, cakap gambar set ready lah. So, hantarkan sikit situ.